You know that feeling, right? You spend days, maybe even weeks, making the perfect video. You pour your heart into it, you hit upload, and then nothing. Just crickets. Well, it turns out the title is your video's first and maybe only impression. Today, we're going to crack the code on how to make it an unforgettable one. It's kind of crazy what a difference just a few words can make.
Okay, check this out. We've got two videos, both about a home gym. The first one is called My Home Gym Tour. It gets about 1,200 views. Not bad, right? But the other one is titled, I Wasted $2,000 on My Home Gym. Here's Why. That one, a mind-blowing 125,000 views. We're talking about the exact same topic, but the results are just worlds apart. And it's all because of the title.
I mean, that's not just a little bump. That is over 100 times the engagement. A single sentence, just reframing the idea a little bit, can be the difference between a video that nobody sees and one that absolutely explodes. That right there is the power of a clickable title.
So, what's the deal? How is that even possible? Is it just random luck? Or is there, a formula, a secret to writing a title that people literally can't stop themselves from clicking? Well, that is exactly what we're going to unpack today. Every single creator, whether you're just starting out or you've been doing this for years, you run into the same wall, the title problem. It's that moment, right? You're just staring at that blinking cursor, trying to figure out how to boil down your masterpiece into a few simple words.
And it's such a tough balancing act, isn't it? Your title has to be exciting, but not clickbait. It needs to be descriptive, but not, boring. And on top of all that, you're supposed to tap into these proven copywriting formulas that all the top creators are using. That's a ton of pressure to put on one little sentence.
But what if you didn't have to do it alone? What if you didn't have to stare at that blank screen? This is where Titlecraft comes in. It's an AI brainstormer built for this one specific problem.
Think of it like this. It's your own personal AI-powered brainstorming partner. It's not here to replace your creativity. No way. It's here to supercharge it, to give you these amazing starting points. And it's totally free, running right on your own computer.
And the best part? There are absolutely no hoops to jump through. It's free, it runs locally, so all your brilliant ideas stay private. You can forget about annoying signups or monthly fees. This is just a straight-up powerful tool that's designed to spit out creative ideas instantly.
So how does this brainstorming partner actually work? You might think an AI tool like this would be complicated, but honestly, the whole process is, well, it's a beautifully simple 3-step workflow.
It really is this easy. You enter a keyword, you generate a bunch of titles, and then you just pick the one you like the best. That's it. 3 steps. You go from a blank page to a whole list of powerful, clickable titles.
All right, step 1 is all about getting focused. You just start with the main idea of your video. We're not talking a long sentence here, just a simple keyword. So if your video is about building a home gym, you just pop in home gym setup. Simple.
Step 2 is, and I'm not kidding, the easiest part of your day. You just click that Generate Titles button. That's it. This is where you get to kick back and let the AI do all the heavy lifting.
And then, literally seconds later, boom. Titlecraft fills up with a whole list of suggestions. And we're not talking 1 or 2 lame ideas. You get a full menu of creative, hard-hitting titles that are ready for you to just look through and pick from.
But this isn't just the AI throwing random words together. No, there's a real science to this. And to really get why these titles work so incredibly well, we've got to look at the psychology of a click.
Okay, so the secret sauce here is something called psychological hooks. These are basically proven words and phrases that are wired to trigger a reaction in our brains. Things like curiosity, or fear of missing out, or a sense of urgency. They're like little cheat codes for grabbing someone's attention.
And what's so cool about Titlecraft is that every single title it suggests is intentionally built around one of these proven hooks. It's not just guessing. It's using these established formulas from marketing and copywriting to build titles that are engineered to get clicks.
Let's look at how this actually works. So for a curiosity gap, you get a title like, Why Your Home Gym Isn't As Effective As You Think. Your brain just has to know the answer, right? For fear, you get something like, Stop falling for these home gym scams. For a personal story, it's, I spent $10,000 on a home gym that barely works. See? Each one hits a totally different emotional button.
So, now you've got this awesome list of psychologically charged titles, but it doesn't even stop there. You also get some really neat tools to help you refine your choices and really start mastering your titles.
One of the handiest little features is the instant feedback on title length.
Anybody who's ever uploaded to YouTube knows that if your title's too long, it gets cut off. Well, this solves that with a super simple color coding system.
It's really intuitive. If a title is yellow, it's a bit short. You could probably add some more detail. If it's red, whoa, too long. You're in the danger zone of getting cut off. But green? Green is the sweet spot. Right between 50 and 70 characters. That's the perfect length to maximize your click-through rate on YouTube.
And remember, this whole thing is your brainstorming partner. So if you're not totally in love with the first batch of results, just hit the button again. You'll get a completely fresh set of ideas, all built on those same powerful hooks. It gives you like endless creative options.
And once you have a good list of contenders, you can easily export the whole thing to a CSV file. This is perfect for saving your ideas, maybe sharing them with a friend, or even tracking which titles worked best over time.
You know, the difference between a video that truly connects with people and one that just doesn't? It often comes down to just a handful of words. The right title is what opens the door to your story. And now, your next great title is just one click away. So the only question left is this: what story are you waiting to tell?